Hey guys, what's up? Happy Wednesday. I thought about skipping. Well, actually, I kind of forgot. I was starting to do these on Wednesday, and then I thought about skipping because I kind of feel like crap, and I kind of sound like crap, and I kind of look like crap, and I'm like, well, whatever. We're just gonna go with it. So I don't have any water, so hopefully, I don't have a cough attack or whatever. But so this afternoon, I was thinking, I was like, what do I want to talk about tonight, when I go live, and just share some things. And this was actually something that has been brought up to me a lot in the last week or two, and actually was a conversation I had with several people today about exercise and what it's all about, and why is it so important, and why is it important to me, and what's the big deal with it? Why is there such an emphasis, or why do we struggle so much with it? And so it's funny because I've been kind of battling back issues on and off for the last couple weeks. And I know it's related to, pregnancy and hormones and loose joints and just all that kind of stuff. I had the same type of issues with Kason. And this time it's it's my third pregnancy. I'm getting bigger faster. I have 2 other kids to chase around and carry and all that kind of stuff. But I just got to thinking, so what is the deal with exercise? I'm still doing it. I'm not going to stop. Why do we do that? And I think what's important, and what I really want you to take away from this, is that exercise, it's not just about losing weight. It's not about running until you're dead or lifting until you can't move to the point where you're so sore, just to burn calories and lose weight. That's not what it's about, and that's not what I want you to think about when you finish watching this video or when you leave from this. I don't want you to think about exercising as a means of losing weight. Yes, that happens. Yes, that can happen, but that shouldn't be the main focus. Can you say hi? Hi. Okay, now go shut the door, please. But one thing I wanted, and I was thinking about this, is that for the longest time I had this vicious cycle when it came to working out and losing weight, especially in college and my first couple years out of college. It was a very vicious cycle of, I feel like crap. I feel like crap about myself. I eat like crap, so I'm going to go work out, run until I can't move anymore. Hey, please. Run until I can't move anymore. Burn as many calories as I can, and then be so sore for 3 days that I won't work out for the next 3. And then I'll come back on Monday and do it again. It was a very vicious cycle, and it was all up here. It was all a mental battle and struggle that I had with myself and my body and my self-image. And it really wasn't until the last couple years when I started teaching fitness classes, and then after being pregnant with my first child, and then trying to get back into shape after having her, that I really realized it's not about that. Exercise for me, please. Okay, say hi really quick and then go. Hi. Okay. So for me, it's changed from that vicious cycle of, I feel like crap about myself. I want to work out. I don't like to try, or whatever. Maybe it's a vicious cycle. Maybe you can understand that. Maybe you agree with that. Maybe you feel that way too. That you don't want to work out because it just seems like too much of a struggle. It seems like it's hard. It seems like it's just not fun for you, or it has all those negative effects, that vicious cycle. So I thought of today, and I wrote down 5 reasons for why exercise is important to me and why it is good for me besides just losing weight, because obviously losing weight is not a focus right now. But I wanted to talk about these and share these with you, to think that maybe you can have something click up here where you're like, yeah, that makes sense. And these didn't just happen the first time I worked out. This happened from years of making this a habit and routine and just getting it done. So the first thing I wrote is that, and this came to me right away, it helps me feel better about myself. And the reason is, sometimes I try to eat good, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I eat and I'm bloated, or I feel blah. Any of you ever feel like that? Just blah? When I work out, it takes that blah feeling away. It gives me just a sense of myself. It just makes me feel better about myself. Even though nothing changes in that 30 minutes in my waist, in my weight, in anything else. I just feel better. I feel lighter. I feel leaner. I feel better. I look in the mirror and I like what I see after I'm done exercising. I can wake up and feel like crap, get it done, and I just feel better about myself. And right along with that too, like the exercising, especially in the morning, gives me mental clarity. It makes me focused for the day. It gives me energy. It just wakes me up. It gets me going, and it gets me ready to tackle whatever the day has in store. I can honestly tell you, if my workout gets interrupted by either husband or kids, or I don't get it done in the morning, first of all, if I don't get it done in the morning, it's probably not going to happen later. That's just how I am. But if I get interrupted, don't get it all done, I'm so crabby. I'm so crabby if I don't get my workout done from start to finish without interruptions, because that's like my time to feel better about myself and to get my clarity and my energy and my focus and ready to go for the day. It's funny that number 3, I wrote that it helps my back, because I was just saying at the beginning of the video that I've been having some back issues, pregnancy related, but I had, when I was 17, I had a major hiccup and issue and injury with my back, and I've fought it ever since. And I remember times in college where I would tweak it and I would think, oh my God, I just need to lay in bed. I can't move. Or I'd lay on the couch and my back would be so tight that I couldn't get off the couch. Like I couldn't move. And then finally I realized maybe walking, maybe moving is best for my body to keep it loose. And so I know, besides when I'm pregnant, when I'm consistent with my workouts, my back stays better. I hardly ever, maybe once a year, I'll just tweak it in the slightest way and be out for a week or so. But since being consistent with exercising has helped my back, hardly ever have any issues. And even now, like the fact that I'm having issues, it's helping me to stretch out and to keep moving. And I know that the more I sit or the more I lay, like that's the more stiff it gets. So when I can move and do those things, I know that helps. When it comes to illness, when it comes to heart disease and diabetes and all of those things that we're at risk for, I know that every time I move for 30 minutes, for 25 minutes, for 45 minutes, every time I set that time aside to move, I am putting myself one step closer to fighting that disease, to just putting my body in better shape and better, knowing that I'm getting my heart pumping and blood flowing and everything. It's just reducing my risk just that little bit more. So to me, that's huge, just to have that time and to be able to know that I'm doing something to prevent those diseases or to set myself up for better recovery when I get sick or if something would happen. And the 5th reason is probably my favorite. Kevin and I talked a lot about this because like every time I'm pregnant, we do this, like we kind of teeter and totter with our nutrition and we just kind of eat what's easy and convenient. But you guys, I like to eat. Like I like pizza. I like food. I love to eat. And so to me, it's a sense of balance. It's a sense of not punishment, not, oh my gosh, I ate pizza, so I got to work out for an hour. It's a sense of balance. And when I'm still working out and being consistent, I don't feel as guilty and as bad for eating pizza or eating a little off track on the weekends. It's balance. So I like to eat, but I work out to balance that out and to steady the waters or whatever, I guess you could say. And I actually thought of a bonus one because I couldn't not talk about how I like to eat. But bonus, and obviously maybe one of the biggest reasons besides all of those factors that talked about me is my example that I'm setting for my kids. Granted, they don't always see me every morning at 5 o'clock working out, but this room that I'm in right now, you can kind of see there's Kevin's weight bench and stuff. They don't call this daddy's room. They call this mommy's room. They call this, I say mommy's workout room, and Kinsley knows exactly where that is. She knows that the TV, she knows the bands. They're always trying to play on this and do stuff with the resistance bands. So for me to be an example for my kids, to start setting the expectation that exercise is okay, it's not punishment, it's a way of life, it's just something that we do. Because for my whole entire life, I felt like exercise and running and lifting and everything was punishment. But we can't look at it like that, because it's not. It's something that you have to find those reasons that it makes sense for you and that it helps you, and don't look at it as a punishment. I talk to so many women on a daily basis that punish themselves with exercise, and they look at it that way. And that's not right, because you don't want to punish your body. You want to embrace it, and you want to feel better. You want to have more energy. Like, whatever your list of 5 reasons is, that's what you want, and that's what you want to strive for every day. So, plus my bonus, just to be that positive example, Kinsley's seen it from day one. She's seen me in here, and Kaysen has seen it, been a part of it from day one with all of this. So those are my reasons, and my bonus reason as well. But I just wanted to share those, because I don't want you to think of exercise with a stigma, or think of it as a punishment. I think so many of us think and look at it as a punishment. It's not. It's a way of moving. It's a way of improving your health, your standard of living, your mental clarity, how you feel about yourself, and how you feel just in general. And I know that it always makes me feel better. Even if it's the crappiest workout ever, at least I moved. At least I got something done. At least I did it, right? So stop looking at it as punishment. Look at it as a privilege. You're able to move, even if it's walking for 10 minutes. Like, you are alive and you can move and you have those abilities. And there's so many people that don't have it, and I would give anything to do that. So don't look at it as a punishment. Look at it as a way of just being a healthier version of you. All right, you guys, have a good night, and I'll talk to you later.